Hey, we're live again. All right. Look at all those Pokemons, man. Dude, my back already hurts. I've been doing way too much streaming this last couple of days. How many hours have I put in? It's too much. Let's get these boxes off to the side. Mr. Mahasfara has ordered 4 boxes of Astral Radiance. I believe it's 4. I better double check. Take that, put that to the side. Mahasfara 4 Astral Radiance. Let me just double check that number. So he sends me a giant amount of money. Yep, 4 of the boxes of Astral Radiance. And then what's this order right after him from Maxim? We did that. Okay. All right, so we're ready. Whew. Let's get into it. There he is, says Madrid. What's up, mister, says Madrid. How's it going, Madrid? All right. I'm supposed to do a TCCG return soon because Mr. Pokejohn's got a bunch of them graded. But I figured we might as well get this Mahasfara order done today. Maybe we'll do the returns tonight. Let's go! 4 boxes! I want to pay for shipping for my slabs, says Manny. Well, then do it! Holy, 4 boxes, that's insane. He actually paid for a whole case because he did 2 boxes last night. So he did a total of 6 boxes. Ooh. It's like quite a few boxes. Nick says, woo! Mister, what's up, Cole? All right. He thinks that these boxes are especially hot because he thinks they're part of maybe like a first print wave kind of deal. Sometimes it seems like those first print waves are extra spicy. Maybe it's because Pokemon's caught on to the reality that there's a lot of content creators. Can I fix this camera? Ooh, that's a little bit better. That's big money right now. Did he get the alternative art Charizard? Hey, mister, it was so late in the morning, I messed up on that Generations Charizard. If you come across another one, I'll definitely that away. I missed it. What are you trying to tell me? Are you needing to cancel? Is that the deal? Here we are, Gardenia. Or are you saying you missed it because you would have put it in the SLAB-AWAY, but somebody else snatched it? Here's Regigigas. That's what he's saying. He's saying if you had another one, he would snatch it. Hopefully you have more of these spicy cases. I hope so. Sweet honey. Oh my God, there's the Sneasler. All right, common win for Mr. Mahasfara. I believe somebody else snatched it. They snatched it with their Sneasler. Here's Sneasler. I think this is gonna tire my thumb out. These packs are like really tight for some reason. Here's Perugly. Featherball. I thought QBT slapping away that Zard, but I'll sure someone else. Dude, I got a headache already. No more headaches. I think it's because I'm just needing more sleep. Here's Kamado and Machampion. Dude, I was up till like 6 last night because of last night's stream. You know, the moment I turn the stream off, I don't just immediately zoink off to bed. It's not that easy. I have to like cool down in stages. And so I'm asleep by about 6. And then I'm up at like 9. Back to work. Here we are. That's a lot of work, man. I added a new Pokemon card to my investments. I was researching the Neo Shining collection, and I saw that the Shining Kabutops was at an agreeable price. And I said, I'm just going to go snatch that. Without thinking about it. Here's Magneton. You're here for the feet. It's about time, says Crystal Meth. That's definitely why you have headaches. I have to be up at 5 a.m. for work and fall asleep very late and always have headaches. Hi, Mr. Card Daddy, says, yo, it's Brian. How's it going? That's Reggie Lecky. Silly Reggie Lecky, tricks are for kids. You need more sleep. That's not good for your health. I agree. We're here to talk to the big guy. Oh, yeah? Mr. going way too hard lately. We love it, but be careful you don't fall back into those health concerns. What if I had a heart attack on stream? Would you guys call the cops for me? What's up, Kyle? You'd be like, this guy in Lake of the Ozarks dying. Get him an ambulance. The ambulance doesn't reach me in time. It's like a 30-minute drive to the hospital. Actually, I think it's technically it's a 40-minute drive to the closest like hospital out here in the middle of nowhere. So this is not a good place to have a sudden a medical need. You don't want to have a medical need in my house. Can you see the new Incandescent Arcana set? Nope. All right. It's backward swatting. What? It's like saving. Just been back to work. Unfortunately, my work schedule is early bird. Oof. Call the meat wagon. Here's Cricketoon. I want all my organs donated for a profit and then donated to my audience. So you guys can buy more Pokemon cards. I thought it was Brilliant Stars Booster Box. It's actually Astral Radiance. Here's Alistair. Here we are. Here's Garchomp. Canceling Cologne. I think that it would be smart if my only job was to stream. Like maybe 2-3 hour streams a day. That would be good. Total of 6 hours of streaming with a solid break in between. Oh, Heat Train. So really the trick then is to get as many of the jobs, the other tasks away from me so I can focus on all the streaming and drive sales. That's very smart, actually. Gutsy Pickaxe. You missed a hollow. What? Nah, you're lying to me. Here's Calyrex. All right, Calyrex. Oh, Sudowoodo. How many packs is the Star Wars hobby box? 12, I think. Just 12. For the whole thing. Hey, mister, I'll buy 3 more rocket packs on Sunday night if you have any left. Sunday night. What's today? Is it Friday? Well, I don't even know the days of the week anymore, Jonathan. Because you know I'm not taking Saturday, Sunday off. Sounds good, man. Should I hide a round of them away? I'll tell people no more opening them until you get around because we don't want them to snipe the Charizard from you. Here's Chatot and a Rongaroo. That took 7 minutes to bust through one box. So what's 7 times 4? Like 24 or something like that? If Mr. was single, he would stream 90 hours a week. No, Mr. was in the pack with the Kingdra, 28. I was at 7-Eleven. They sell Pokemon cards. I have a booster box now for $7. Hey, that makes my price look pretty competitive, actually. Maybe I'm too cheap. All right, you ready? $7 a booster. I mean, that's kind of like Evolving Skies right now. I don't like selling Evolving Skies. I kind of want to hoard it. Something tells me it's going to go like, it's going to be like Cosmic Eclipse pretty soon, where each pack's going to be like $20. And it's like, so what's my incentive to sell it? If they printed a whole lot more of it, then we'd sell it. We'd be like, yeah, let's sell through this stuff. But to be honest, I'd probably load up on more of it too. What's a rocket pack, says Kyle. Mr. Streams at 1 a.m. for me. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I can feel I'm sitting too much. I'm not getting enough exercise. This is too much sitting. Steve. How does one stream? How long did I stream yesterday? I gotta look it up. I gotta see this because I can feel the overuse. Look at this. So the 2 streams yesterday, check this out. 3 hours and 4 hours. So I streamed a total of 7 hours yesterday. Jesus, that's too much. It's not enough. We gotta sell more Pokemon. Not enough, man. I bought another rocket box. What? Here we are. Another rocket spot, you said. Heck yeah, man. Let's get that Charizard before Jonathan can snipe it from you. Okay, here's Oshawott Choi. Jonathan gonna take it. He gonna yeet it. Walmart Wi-Fi sucks. Bronzor. Cut out the daytime. I could do that. And the daytime stream was supposed to be short. Yes. Do you think it's worth buying a case of Evolving? Probably. Here's Obama Snow. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, with all that money you put into the Evolving Skies, let me ask you a question. Why didn't you just buy a sealed pack of Team Rocket First Edition? I mean, that's rare too. Also, it's easier to store. Really small. You could buy 2 of them, put them in a closet, and let time go by, and they'll go up as well. So you tell me, what's going up faster in price? Is Team Rocket going up faster in price? Or is Evolving Skies going up faster in price? You tell me. And the answer is nobody knows. The answer is nobody knows. What we know is that Team Rocket is out of print, but it's overvalued because everyone wants it. Whereas Evolving Skies is still in print, but we don't know how much more they're going to print of it. If they print a lot more of Evolving Skies, then I would buy the Rocket packs. If they're not going to print any more of the Evolving Skies, I would be stocking up on tons of Evolving Skies because that's going to go up. That's going to double in price faster than the Rocket box will. Wait, what is this? Okay, that was weird. Usually you have a high rate of investment on a product with a lower baseline. True. Okay, so then explain the base set Charizard. He's gone up in price a lot faster than pretty much any modern card because he's actually collectible. So maybe Evolving Skies isn't collectible enough. There's too much of it. That's cool. What's up, Jorge? Or let's say you don't want to mess with Rocket. Why don't you buy a box of Exalted Dragons rather than a case of Evolving Skies? Somebody tell me why Evolving Skies is doing better than Black and White Exalted Dragon. So the problem is you can't really answer that question. And a big part of the value of Evolving Skies is how much they print it. How you feeling today? Overworked. You hear me cry about it. Yeah, I'm making all this money. I hate it. A box of Crystal Guardians, says Brooks. Yeah, why not a box? Why should I buy PSA 10 Gold Star Torchic for $40,000 when I can buy a whole sealed box of Crystal Guardians for $30,000, and then I can sell the packs in a pack break, right? So that's when I look at the Crystal Guardians Torchic and I go, I think that's overpriced. How many spots left in the Rocket break? Lots. It just started. Lots of spots left. But I know some people got paid, so we might see that spot fill up. I don't know. It depends on how many ramens do you guys want to eat this week? Most people leave negative comments on your TikToks. Yeah, it's pretty normal. It's always been that way. There are a lot of people going, why would you invest all your money in Pokemon cards? You're an idiot. There's always the inevitable comment where it's like, oh, I found the loser virgin who collects Pokemon, but I'm married, bro. I'm married. And my wife is gorgeous. She would blush if she heard me say that. She's very good looking. And I have a pretty healthy sex life too, guys. To add on top of all that, oh, I've had the sex, I swear. And it's funny because some of these guys who are like, oh, you probably never have sex. I bet you they don't have sex lives. That's why they're on TikTok going after guys like me because they got nothing better to do. Anyways, so I always find that stereotype about people who are card collectors very interesting. And I don't know. I'm married. I have a boathouse on the lake. It's a lake house with a dock attached. I own a boat. I have a car that runs. It's my own. I've paid it off. And this guy's like, oh, he collects Pokemon cards. He must be a loser. Yeah, it's a pretty bad stereotype. Pretty inaccurate in this case. Here's Rowlet. We love haters. Have you seen the Sex Room show on Netflix? Yeah, we watched like the first episode. It was so boring, dude. It was pretty boring. Nothing about it was that, we thought it was going to be a little more extreme, maybe. They put in like what, like a few toys in a dirty room and they call it a sex room. So not really. I wouldn't like any of that. I saw some of the furniture they installed. I was like, who's having sex on this tiny furniture? How uncomfortable. All right, here we are, Cleavor. Mister, we all know she flashes her long tummy and you come running. Yes, sir. Were you able to find my Ponyta? Yes, sir. Garrett Nadal. Ponyta? I told you we'd find it. I apologize we didn't find it so quickly yesterday, but I knew it was here. There's no way it'd gone anywhere. Darkrai and Halucha. I told you we had it. Mister, are YouTube shorts a good way to get out there? Mike's side, any advice will also help. So, you know, you don't have to make YouTube shorts. You can just make YouTube videos. Mike's side, I think he just likes to make shorts. But also, he's able to repost the TikToks that I make. So we're kind of a team, right? He's taking clips from the live stream, and he's taking my TikTok videos, and he's just posting them real fast. But really what people like is just high quality content. Doesn't matter if your content's 40 minutes, doesn't matter if your content's 15 minutes, and it doesn't matter if your content's a minute long. It just has to be really good, man. It has to be something that people want to subscribe to watch more of. That's all it is. It's always been that way. Go make good content. All right, that was box number 2. Haunted, were you able to find my bag? I was not able to find your bag. Let me show you something though, Haunted. Look at this. Ah. So I'm doing a deep cleaning on my room, Mr. Haunted, to try and find your bag. So I finished cleaning over here. I got to clean this part too, okay, Mr. Haunted? And I'm still looking for it. But I have your stuff. Have no fear. All your slabs are still over here. I just can't. I don't know where the bag is. I cleared up a number of other shipping issues as well. You weren't the only one with issues. So you're the only one left who still needs help. Whew. Plug this back in. Talking too much. I didn't breathe there. Hello, Mr. Father Swedish viewer here. I'm Mr. Haunted. I'm like 100% sure your bag is safe somewhere because you had so much in it. I most likely hid it somewhere where it was 100% safe. I just wish I knew where that was. But I got to clean this area. This other side of the room is where it likely is. All right. Boop. There we go. Mister, you didn't answer my question, so I'm leaving. I'm sorry. Holy crap, mister, a bomb went off. Where you live? A bomb's going off in the stock market right now. The report is in. We are in a recession, but it's basically a meaningless recession because the numbers are so small. GDP declined by, I think it was like 0.9%, which is hardly anything. So technically it's a recession. However, it's not a very bad one. And so I think that is going to be a big problem for conservatives who wanted to run on their election campaign on the fact that the economy is so bad, because now the economy is not going to actually look that bad on paper. And so they're going to have to try harder to win their elections, however they're going to do it. But yeah, it's going to be not as convincing when it comes to the economics. But yeah, so the stock market it's doing pretty good today, and yesterday is up. And so I'm up a couple percentage points in my investment portfolio, which was nice. Shoop. All right. Prediction is stock market will fall 53% by Michael Burry. Yeah, but Michael Burry makes that same prediction every day. Same with guys like Peter Schiff, right? They're just always negative. That's their whole deal. And it's great to have them because they help tell you what could happen. But, you know, this could be it. This could be the bottom. The bottom could be in for the stock market. And, or maybe it's just a dead cat bounce kind of scenario. Maybe it's like, oh, it fell, but everyone's hoping it'll recover. You know, people are, a V recovery, a W recovery, right? All those different things. Oprah for president. You get a stimmy check and you get a stimmy check. Anyways, I don't want the economy to do bad, whether it's a Democrat president or a Republican president. So I hope it does a big recovery and we all make lots of money and open lots of Pokemon cards. That's what I want. And everyone kind of wants that. But, you know, if it does crash, I'm just going to work my ass off and I'm going to take every dollar and invest it, you know, whether it be in Pokemon cards, mostly in Pokemon cards, but also a little bit in the stock market, but mostly Pokemon. Today, I bought a card for $1,500 and that's going into my long-term holdings. All right, what do we got? Bisharp. Ooh. Here's Regigigas and Wordeer. Ow. I'm all in on Pokies, man. I got to get to $1 million in Pokemon. You know how many cards that's going to be? That's going to be stupidly large. Then once I've got $1 million, I'm going to put my entire collection up for fractional shares. That'd be crazy, right? It'd be called the prestigious TCC collection. You can invest in a fractional share of it. Here's Adaman and Lilligant. And then I'll use all the money generated from the fractional shares to start a new company where I'm a hedge fund manager for Pokemon cards. That's where you guys send me your cash in order for me to go invest it for a certain percent of a return for you. And I'll go invest your money all day in Pokemon because I'm really good at this now. How many spots left in current rocket break. Hi, everybody. Yu-Gi-Oh's better than Pokemon? Hey, them's fighting words, Christian Surza. Somebody give me my pitchfork and torch. Here we are. TCC is already above $1 million. I've calculated his public wealth. Now, how do you figure that, Mr. Goose Core? How do you figure I'm over $1 million? Shoot. Here we are. That's a lot of hollows, man. Let's place this hollows somewhere. So I'm here for now. He said you'll make 10K a stream. That's not even close. That's not true. Any rocket pull? If I was making that much a stream, I'd be retired, man. Any rocket pulls since Doug Trio haven't been able to watch till now. I can't tell you, says Goosecore. Sneep. Sneep. Well, I have all the data. I know my daily sales. I know my profit margin. I know my costs. I know when I have issues, how much that costs me. Shipping's a huge cost if you didn't know that. I'm paying Pokejohn now to help me. That's a cost. Mister makes like 1K a stream, I bet. Pokemon is way better than Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll let you all speculate. I can tell you I make enough money that I'm going to be able to pay for my heart surgery when I die of a heart attack eventually. Here we are. When I suffer a stroke eventually. But mostly I'm just putting in my Pokemon cards. Show off TCC returns. Maybe tonight, okay? Come back for the night stream. Oi! We're on the night watch. Here's a Rufflet getting his feathers ruffled. Cricketoon. I make enough money that your mom would date me. Spicy seasoned curry. I got to keep earning too, guys. I have big dreams, guys. Big dreams. I got to buy a big old house for my wife. And then I have to be able to hire a housemaid so my wife finally has somebody who will be friends with her because that person will be trapped in my house with her. Mister, I just wanted to let you know that I received my order. Those Nintendo cards are amazing. Aren't they nice? Asking and wondering how much he makes and begging to be a mod and whatever shows how old you really are, your age, relax and chill. Yeah, tisk, you guys. Mister, did you buy a Mega Millionaires ticket? I never buy lottery tickets. They're a sham. They are mathematically designed for you to always lose. Here we are. In other words, the lotto ticket company, gambling's illegal unless you have a license because the government understands it's strictly a vice, right? And it's ironic coming from a guy who sells booster packs because they're pretty much a gamble too. But listen, at least you're taking home Pokemon, okay? When you're talking about lottery tickets, it's just a straight up mechanism to suck the money out of poor people who don't know how to math, okay? Lottery is designed to bring in $1 million and to give out 330,000 of that, okay? That's it. And it just keeps doing that, and people think I'm going to jump in anyways, but your mathematical odds of that succeeding are terrible. So I don't mess with the lottery ever. I'll buy Pokemon cards. I'll buy sealed Pokemon booster packs. You guys saw me open a rocket pack the other day for myself. I'll do that. I'll never touch the lottery, and I don't go to the casino either. That's the truth. Here's Quillfish. The top series 1 and 2 are sold out, correct? They sure are. Show me your income before taxes. I'll show you my income before taxes. What should you guys have to do for me to reveal all this private information about myself? Mister, the jackpot's $1 billion. Right, well, 1 billion people are going to buy in as a result, and your odds of winning are so small it's not worth it. Life, you all are going to lose, and the winner is the company host or the government hosting this sucking the money out of poor people mechanism. Not a single person should buy into that lottery, no matter how large it is. There we are. Doesn't even take me 2 seconds to think about it. I put all my money in real investment. Just run for president, then you don't have to show us your taxes. Mister, this is Joe Biden. Show me your feet right now. Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Biden. Here you go. Ooh, look at that foot, man. I got a foot down there. Look, I can spread my toes out. Ooh. All right, so there you are. I got feet for days. That was for Mahasvara, but we're not done. One more box for Mahasvara. We're at the 25-minute mark. We haven't opened a single thing for you guys. It's all been Mahasvara. Lottery pays for education. Yeah, they're always saying crap like that. Education's overpriced anyways. Well, send your kid to go learn a little bit of everything that he doesn't need to know. Why are you teaching your kids all this crap? You should teach your kids to be very good at one thing that they're naturally advantageous at, right? So they're all like, oh, let's teach you a little bit of chemistry, a little bit of physics, a little bit of this, a little bit. And I like chemistry and physics. They're great skills. But your child should be going hard on the thing that's going to make him the most money and that he's most passionate about and most skilled at. Instead, school is going to make you take all these classes you don't care about, and they're going to spend your taxpayer money on it. But they're going to collect some of that money from the lottery. So first, they're going to squeeze all that money out of poor people who don't understand that the lottery's just a money pit for people who don't know how money works. And they're going to say, oh, but it's for a good cause. Yeah, a good cause for the CEO of the government agency, you know, hosting the stream. I'm sure he gets paid plenty. Don't you think those government officials hosting the lottery take a cut? What a nice job. Crazy to me, man, crazy. This is another reason why I don't want my money redistributed, because how can people be so bad with money and then I have to be responsible because they spent all their money on lotto tickets? That's stupid, man. Stupid as hell. It's for education. It's so not. It's for squeezing money out of poor people who don't know any better. All right. I don't think they get paid enough. Is this box 3 or 4, mister? This is box number 4. Yay! All right, here goes. Professor Oak says, unsub. Here's Dark Patch. I hate it. Here's, you're canceled. Here's Bash It On. Mister, I need my welfare lotto ticket. Well, think about this, right? It's actually, typically, it's the poorest people in society who buy that lottery ticket. You know, you could have just put that money into a savings account, and then over a long period of time, had you not spent your money on lottery tickets, that money could have just been put into the stock market along with the portion of your paycheck, you know, the portion of your paycheck you saved because you didn't buy the other frivolous things like, I don't know, maybe an overpriced vehicle or something like that, right? And over time, that's how you build wealth, guys. You don't build wealth from playing the lottery. Nobody does. One very poor money manager wins the lottery and he spends it all in a weekend and then he's out, you know. Especially the people who buy them weekly. Right, so they've got no money left because they keep buying this lottery ticket. And then they're like, you know, I'm going to have government food welfare checks. Isn't this the same thing? You're essentially running an online casino. Yeah, I would agree. There's definitely some elements to gambling with Pokemon cards. And I tell people all the time to be conservative with their money and take care of yourself first. I talk openly about the fact that I do own some stock. I don't have all my money in Pokemon cards. I tell people what I put my money in. I like to buy slabs that are already graded. And yeah, and that's it. So I'm not going to lie about my feelings about the lottery just because maybe it would benefit me to sell more whatever, like sealed product or something like that. I'm not going to lie about it. Can't tell people that the lottery is a sham. They might buy less Pokemon cards for me. I'm not going to do that. Mister, I like to buy drugs. Well, you know, that's all right because making money isn't about having money and then dying with a bunch of money. You make a lot of money so that you can go buy a lot of drugs one day. But the thing is, I just think the lottery, the math behind the lottery is so bad. It's so bad. It's really not worth it. And that's why I don't touch it. You have better odds getting hit by lightning. Mister, my bag of Oddish is only 120 a week. What? Where are all these new people coming in just to disagree? I love to have people disagree. I love debate. I love conversation. That's fun for me. So you're free to come in and share your opinions, and I'll listen to it and respect it. Better odds of pulling Moonbreon than winning the lottery. That's correct. In fact, I was talking to John about this idea. I was like, if I had to sign up for buying stuff on my own channel, you know what I'd buy? I'd buy the Pokebras, and this is if I couldn't buy slabs. and I'd buy live customs. And the reason why is because, so let's say I'm putting this in the live custom. I'm TCC putting the live customs together. So the cheapest buy now is $83, right? So the way this is actually done, I get rid of the 3, I bring it down to 80, and I put this in the live custom for 4 spots, right? So your odds are 1 in 4, but that's just based off of the market price of the card. There's no special, you know, profit baked in. It's just the market price of the card. And so that's pretty good when you're talking about your odds. Whereas with the lottery, it's like if people put in $1 million of tickets, you know, as a group, they're only going to get $300,000 of reward money back out. Maybe less than that. I don't know what the exact money is. So it's so slanted in favor of the government hosting the lottery that it's not even funny. It's terrible. All right, here we are. I think I bought like 25 Pokebreaths this week. They're pretty good. Jacob says, howdy, mister. Damn, why you increased the HoloLive price? I don't think I did. Did I increase the HoloLive price? Here we are. Here's Kamado. I don't remember touching the HoloLive price. I remember going to update the Ghost of the Past price to raise it by $1, and then I did research on it, and I actually lowered it by $1. So Ghost of the Past is cheaper by $1 now. All right, very nice. So Mazvar's got this last round. Right there, 9 says Mr. Beast spends 100K on the lottery and then gets 700K back. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Mr. Beast shows you right in front of your eyes that the lotto is a complete ripoff, and people just don't care. They're just like, maybe I'll be the lucky one. It's like statistically it's designed for you not to be. And I feel like it's kind of crazy that humans don't care about that. And I don't know, I've just come to accept that that is humanity. It's like the witch trials, it's like the drinking the Kool-Aid and all that other stuff that happened. People who believe in Scientology or what at Wiccans, astrology, all this crazy stuff, that's humans to me. I'm just learning as I get older and older. Humans are just kind of crazy, you know what I mean? All right, almost done snipping this. Sneep. There we go. Got any boxes of HoloLive open? Yeah, we have a fresh case open. A fresh case. I only buy them by the case, okay? So you get the good stuff. I can show you the case too. I take the camera over to it. And I got another case coming. Google your odds of hitting the lottery if you don't enter. Here we are. Well, Google your odds of keeping your cash in your own pocket and then going and buying something that's real, including Pokemon cards. Like, you could take all your lottery money and just go buy a nice Pokemon card, and there's no odds to that. You just own it rather than gambling. You see, that's the problem. It's all about gambling addiction. Anyways, let's get this open. I'm yelling at my audience, which loves to gamble. Isn't that funny? My odds are that I will have more money than you. Here, super effective glasses and Lilligant. But I love you guys. Go buy some Pokemon booster packs from me, okay? Here's Hippowdon and Decidueye. Opening Pokemon is gambling. It is a little bit of a gamble, I agree, especially the booster packs are. But if you go after a slab, or you utilize my SLAB-AWAY program to take an expensive slab off the table and pay it down, that's not gambling at all, is it? That's actually you just buying a product you want directly. That's not a bad way to collect, guys. Now, of course, the gamble of opening packs is more fun because you're hoping somebody else will open the cold pack and you'll be the lucky one to open the hot pack. Market prices, last sold prices. You go off lowest buy now. All the junk slabs you sell to your viewers, I wonder how many more of those slabs are now in profit, and yet this is an investment channel. I think your argument that you have to sell your slabs at the previous sold price is just the same argument I've argued against many times before. How could any Pokemon card ever raise in price if the seller always had to sell at the previous buy it now price? So let's say the previous buy it now price on this Gardevoir was $60. And you say, I'm not going to pay $83. It last sold for $60. You have to sell to me for $60. So I say, okay, and I give it to you. Now it's your turn to sell it. You're going, oh, I think I can sell it for $80. Oh, but the last sold it was $60 because he sold it to me for $60. So I guess I'll do $60. So you give it to the next guy. And he's like, I really think at this point it could go for a whopping $100. But you know what? I bought it for $60. So I have to sell it for $60. That's dumb, dude. That's dumb. The reason Pokemon cards go up in price is because there's actual demand for them to go up in price. So it's a terrible argument. All right, here we are. Reggie Steele. All right. You have to sell at the last sold price. And people get so mad at me for that. All right, here we are. Frost Moth and Typhlosion. Ooh, so lovely. We're nearly done with Mr. Mahasvara's order. You still going at Mahasvara's order? I sure am. He really ordered quite large. Let's be honest, most people are in Pokemon because of the money. Well, I mean, collecting cards kind of is, it's calculated that way, right? Like, you understand Charizard's more desirable. Why? Because people are willing to pay more money for him. So it's closely related to money. Same with, like, collecting vehicles, collecting vintage video games, collecting comic books, collecting works of art. You understand the demand for it because of the price tag, right? So yeah, it's closely correlated, or let's say related to price, right? Collecting is. Last sold isn't available anymore. If you think market price is too high, wait, maybe somebody will lower it. That's exactly right. Sergio's got it right. So if this is the current buy now price, the cheapest one, and I place it up here for 83 and nobody wants it, well, maybe I drop mine to 79. Still nobody wants it, maybe I drop it to 75, you know? That's how it works. There's Keldeo. Here's... Oh, there we go. Jeez, I was wondering if you were going to get a Cynthia or a Misty, and he picks up, I would argue, the better one, the Misty card. Beautiful. All right. Whew, right at the end. I feel opening Pokemon cards is closer to gambling, buying singles is straight collecting. Yeah, singles or slabs. You know, I don't like buying singles too much for my collection because I really feel that getting the card authenticated and graded is what establishes a price on the card. I don't trust singles. I think they could have been painted, trimmed. Maybe they got a fake first edition stamp on them. Maybe they've been cleaned. You know, all kinds of stuff can happen. So that's why my whole, let's call it my serious collection is all graded. That's why I love grading so much, and that's why I started offering grading. It's because I really believe in it. What's up, Dan? How's it going? It's Dan the man. All right. Whew. So, Mahasvara, he's got a huge box over here. Great point. Thank you, says Just Do. Let's see. Mr. Just Do. All right. Tons of hollows. Cornucopias of hollows. Yeah, but I get tired of that. You have to sell at the sold price. Like, it's okay to ask for the sold price. You'd be like, hey, last sold for 200. Will you do 200? So it's always okay to ask. But telling people that the market is only calculated by the sold price, that's silly. That's like saying, well, the price of gold was 1,600. I know the demand is at 1,800, but you have to sell it to me at 1,600 because that was the sold price. It just doesn't work that way for anything. It's all about supply and demand. If demand's going up, I can go with the cheapest buy now price. If demand's going down, I got to start lowering my price. Radiant Greninja. Ooh, man, you got a lot of pulls here. So I want to go over the best pulls. So we got Starmie. I like the Starmie. Kamado Full Art. Radiant Greninja is always a good pull. Silene's a Rainbow. We'll put it down here just because it's, you know, it's supposed to be one of the hits. Wadir is supposed to be one of your hits. Radiant Greninja. Rainbow Typhlosion looks fantastic. Samurott Calyrex. We got Choi. I don't know about Choi. Ice Rider Calyrex. Alistair's cool. Radiant Greninja again. The Sneasler from the beginning. Let's show this off. This is from Mr. Mahasvara's order. See, this is the difference between the lottery and the Pokemon cards, though, because maybe he doesn't pull the exact cards he wants. Maybe he doesn't pull Pokemon cards that turn him a profit, but he actually does pull Pokemon cards. You know, when you jump in that big lottery, you just lose your money, and it's like, oh, you didn't get the right ticket? That's too bad. You know what I mean? Your money's gone bye-bye. Gone to the pocket of a government official. Ooh, beautiful, man. All right, very cool. Let's see. I take Pokemon over lottery. WTF is a Sneasler. What is it? A Sneasler is a Sneasel, but except it's a cosplay Sneasel. So it's the size of a human being, so that you can dress up for one as Halloween. There we go. The lotto's over a billion today. We're going to say hits. There you go. That just means that everyone who has got suckered in by the FOMO is buying a ticket today, which means your odds are becoming even worse and worse that you would potentially hit any kind of return on the money you're about to flush down the drain on that lotto. Did the other small 3-pack breaks, the Phantom one, happen yet? I didn't see. It sure did. Haha. I don't think you got a big hit out of it. I think the hottest card in the round was the holographic card we got from Dragons Exalted, and I'm pretty sure that did not go to you. How much for that Rayquaza on the table? He's not priced. I shouldn't even have him in the front, but you can pull this out of Dragons Exalted, and that's what we have over here, Dragons Exalted. But honestly, I think the best pull from the Dragons Exalted is a different Rayquaza. It's a shiny Rayquaza, followed by the Full Art Giratina. I really hope we pull that from the box we have open, because it looks outstanding. Can't win if you don't play. All right. We have Indigo Products paying off my SLAB-AWAY. You got it, Indigo Products. So we're heading over to SLAB-AWAY now. You guys should go out and do the lottery if you like the lottery. This is not for me, that's all. Not a fan of the extended till July. I'm not a fan of the odds of it. Okay, so Indigo. Shadowless Alakazam. Let me go grab it for you, okay? Nice, man. Oh, I think you got a really good price on this. I just got a doorbell, guys. I'll be right back, okay? That's for Indigo. I gotta go check my doorbell. All right. So I got some boxes here, but I don't know what's in them. But they're pretty large. So let me slice these open real fast. Oh, cool. All right, it's the Lost Abyss restock. Came just in time. Let me check that this is also Lost Abyss. Good timing. We're just about out of it. Yes, both of them are Lost Abyss. Excelente. Okay. I'm here. I'm back. We're going to go fast because we're going to get all these orders taken care of. Wow. We really spent 43 minutes getting through Mr. Mahasvara. That Mewtwo price seems low. Well, he bought it back in September. Remember, the one guy was saying that I only sell cards that are junk cards, and that's not true. We sell a lot of cards. Some are junk, some aren't. But the thing is, you tend to see a lot of the junk slabs because those are the ones that sit on the table longer. You know what I mean? They tend to sit on the table longer. But I don't know if this card went up. It's about the same, actually. Yeah, I'm seeing one for about 220 bucks. So it looks like I sold at 250 and it's about 220. That's pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap. Maybe the reason it hasn't moved much in price is because the stock market itself, between September of last year and July of this year, the stock market itself is down by like, whatever's down by like 15%, 20%. So the Pokemon card actually fell in price less than if you had invested in the stock market. That's not bad. A lot of people are worried about the price of cards falling, but they're not paying attention to the fact that if you had all that money in the stock market, it fell then too. Mr. Ship my stuff. Now we're friends again. Woohoo! Sorry about the big backup. I was on vacation for a full week. And then when I came back, we started teaching John how to ship. And that was maybe a better time to have done that would have been after catching up. Then teach him how to ship. All right, so let's see. We have a big order. What is this music? All right, we did that. Wait, did I get money twice from Mahasvara? Let me check Mr. Mahasvara's orders, everybody. It almost looks like he accidentally sent me the payment twice. I just got my card in the mail a couple hours ago. I know shipping's been tough, but thanks again so much. Well, thank you guys for your patience. Yeah, I apologize again for the slow shipping. I'm not a big fan of slow shipping. I'm a pretty impatient person. I like fast shipping. So, you know, I was really feeling the pressure there when it wasn't done. I was like, oh my God. Oh, weird. I got 2 emails for Mr. Mahasvara's order. That's strange. But in PayPal, it does say he only paid 1 time for it. Okay, so that's sorted out. Let's move on to the next order. So this is, I think, the first order of today then. Andrew Bertrand. Andrew says, can I upgrade my 2 bulk grades to express grade, get 1 Pokebra, and add $25 to my SLAB-AWAY? Andrew Bertrand. Oops, hold on. So he said what? $25 to his SLAB-AWAY. Andrew Bertrand. You got it. We'll start there. Andrew. If I can find Andrew. Here it is. So for alligators at 200, and so it becomes 175, but it actually bumps up to 176 because of the little 50-cent fee. 1 Pokebra for Andrew Bertrand. You got it, Andrew. Andrew pulls 2 full art Mewtwo's. Here we are. And bump his bulk grades to express. You got it, Andrew. Andrew. Let's see if I can find his cards first. So here's a Charizard. We definitely get it bumped up to express. Just got to find the other one. How much for your entire slab collection? A lot. I don't know the exact amount, though, but probably a lot. I was just making a TikTok today that talked about the change in value on some of the cards that I'd purchased. I had some Neo Destiny cards that have gone up by about 30% over time. Mister, I'm dying at work. It's so hot! I'm looking for the other card. He said my 2 bulk grades. Looking for the other one. I'm not seeing the other one. Was it one that you had submitted quite a while ago? Is that the deal? Mister, I saw I made it into the short. Nice, man. It's cool, isn't it? It's fun. Fun being in the short. You're like, hey, I was there for that. That's my card now. I'm just looking at these one more time. Anthony Rodriguez. So I'm probably going to have to make a note for myself then. Arturo Perez. Monkey Peekaboo. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Brooks Bellinger. Well, that's annoying. I found one of your cards, but not the other one. I'm guessing your other one was submitted a while ago, and so I have to go dig it up. So let me bump this one to Express. Okay, so that one's Express now. But now I'm also going to need to make a note for Andrew Bertrand. I'll have to go looking for your card so that I can upgrade it, okay? But I can't do that in the middle of the live because it could take a while. Marius is here. It's me, Marius. Wahoo. What's up, Marius? Andrew Bertrand. He's going to have an A-N in his name. Here he is. Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate it, man. Shoop. I do be here. Shoop. So what's going on in your lives today? It's Friday. Friday at 5 p.m. A lot of you guys are getting off work right now. Joseph Stark Hernandez says, pack slab Joseph Hernandez, Stark's assassin. You got it, man. You have a pack slab, huh? Good details. Mr. Matias, wahoo. Hey, Mr. in chat, how's everyone? I'm doing pretty good. All right, we're going to look up your name real fast. All right, I'm shipping to an address that begins with 5, Mr. Joseph. This is Metroid music, by the way, Samus. I don't know how I feel about this one. I do be here. That's right. Let me skip this one. This one's kind of boring. Brinstar Death. Nah. Versus Ridley. Theme of Samus. How about this one? Alright, we'll put that back up there. This is Metroid music from Melee. It's me, Melee. Wahoo. Okay, we're going to say pack PSA booster slab. Slab. Can we have Final Fantasy music? You know, I forget about Final Fantasy music. I live in Brighton, UK. How's Brighton, UK? What are the benefits of living there as opposed to living further north in the UK? Is it warmer? Let's see. I think if it was too cold, I'd miss the warmth. Cole Kokoshke, I'll take the Slow King Hollow. Okay, Slow King Hollow, huh? Here we are. It's warmer in the south. Oh, I'm sorry. Wow, nearly 200 viewers, but only 64 likes. Bad. It's me, Marios. Here we are, Cole Kokoshke. We usually get a lot of likes, but it takes a little while. We're only, well, we are 52 minutes in, but yeah, usually by the end of the stream, we have a whole bunch. Refresh the slabs. I tell you guys what, we'll do a refresh on the slabs when we hit that 100 likes, okay, guys? Help me out. Hit that Brighton equals coast plus big gay culture. Yes, people live in the UK. When I think of the UK, I think of Big Ben. So, Cole wants a bulk grade on his Rainbow Gyarados, 1 Topps Nintendo pack. Okay, the Topps game pack. My bag is on the table, waiting on 1 more bulk grade to ship, says Cole. Nice, Cole. Sitting on the table, huh? I might have to test that theory, because we might have moved you back over to the boxes. We love Brighton. Here's Pow, here's Link. Is Brighton very expensive to move to, as opposed to other areas in the UK? Here we are, Adventures of Link. Here's The Legend of Zelda. Here we are. Is the beach swimmable at all? I've seen people in the beach in Brighton area, right? I think I've seen that. I look for that kind of stuff because it seems like, you know, if you had to live in a place, having a beach is always a bonus. Cheaper than London, but still fairly expensive, says Adam Potter. I heard a lot of Londoners actually left London a couple years ago. Mr. 3 questions. Is the large sublist done? No. Are you streaming tonight? Yes. How's the line? Probably pretty short. It's the daytime stream. So that's Cole Kokoshke. Mr. Cole. Cole, I'm just going to double check because you might actually be in a box because we created some new C boxes. But no, you're not in here. Okay. It's weird. Where have I seen Cole Kokoshke? Really on the table? Yes, you are. You are on the table. Okay. Mister, did you know in a lot of the world, they don't have toilets. They have squat toilets. I've heard of that, yes. Squatty potties. How barbaric. Just kidding. Ah, beautiful card. I'm moving to London in a month, and people are paying £1,800 for 1 bedroom flat with a pull-out sofa as a bed. It's really crazy, says Adam Potter. What's the attraction to moving to London? Is it the jobs? Or is it just like being able to go to restaurants? Mr. John out here in Missouri, he's paying $900 a month I don't know what that would be in pounds. Maybe that would be like $1,000 a month in pounds. And he gets 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. He could literally raise a family in the house. It's not a glamorous house, but it's, you know, it's clearly it's a lot larger than a 1-bedroom flat. I've been to London once. It's very crowded. It's not nice. Mister, can you do a base set box break next? We could. I'm not really stoked on base set, to tell you the truth. I think it's too risky and not that profitable. It's memorable, though, if you pull a Charizard, right? But, you know, there's a lot of those Charizards out there already. Jobs mostly, I'm a corporate lawyer, and the work only really exists there. It's a financial hub, a bit like New York. I see. The attraction is the women and the lovely accent, says TV Rich. When you think of London, you think of central London. The outskirts and suburbs are great, says Psycho Crusher. Okay, that's a fair point to make. That would be 5 to 6K a month in Norway. Whew. London is amazing. So many things to do and see. Just expensive. All right, here's Cole Kokoshke. If I ever really get rich, I am probably going to try and buy a little house in the UK and visit the UK a bunch. That is my goal. But I want to have a nice house in the United States first. Ooh. Do you have a different vintage box of mine? I like Gym Challenge. I like Fossil Jungle. But Gym Challenge is actually a bit higher in my mind than those two. Gym Heroes too, for the affordability, but actually for some seriously cool pulls like the Moltres. Let me think. I've been tempted to get like Crystal Guardians booster box for a box break over here. The thing is, it would benefit you guys if I did that. It wouldn't really benefit me as much. See, I'm sitting on booster boxes of stuff like Team Rocket and Gym Challenge. So it benefits me to break those boxes because my boxes become more rare. So I got like 3 Rocket boxes. I think I have 2 Gym Challenge boxes right now. And I prefer to make those more rare. If I were to buy a Crystal Guardians booster box, it would be smart of me to simply hold one. So at least I have one, you know. Nice houses in rural areas in the UK are pretty expensive. My house was 1.3 million. Let's take a pint, for example. Up north, 3.5, down south, 7.89 a pint. Whew. Mr. only does box breaks when it benefits him. That's accurate, Marcel. That's all part of my strategy. So I take a position in a vintage box before I begin offering it for box breaks. That's smart. You should all think that way. Not a fan of the Neo sets? Not as big a fan. I feel that their prices are already so high. Yeah, I feel like their prices are too high. Mr. My family ran away from that. I'm never going back. Crystal Guardians or reverse hollows. Yep. All right, so next up, Brooks Bellinger. He wants Into the Rocket pack break. Brooks Bellinger. I don't drink, so that won't be a problem for me. But I eat a lot, so that would probably be where the cost catches me. Ooh. Jacob Donahue, 10 English Pokemon Go. You got it, Jacob. And a Pokebro. Let's start with the Pokebro. This is for Jacob Donahue. Welcome, Jacob. Jacob, this round of the Pokebros is cold. You get a round of the vintage black and white poker cards. All right, cool. I know, mister, I just love the benefits of him. What? All right, you ready? All right, here are the scissors. Yeah, you know, I find it interesting that you pay so much to live in a place because how are you meant to build wealth? How are you meant to buy stocks in the stock market if all your money is on rent? You know what I mean? Here we are. I really think that's a big deal here in America, too. You got people paying unbelievable amounts of rent in places like California and New York. And I think to myself, unless you have like a really special job out there paying just unbelievable amounts of money, it would make a lot more sense for you to come here to a place like Missouri, basically make the same amount of money for that kind of job, and then take all your leftover money and invest it as fast as you can before you get old. To me, that just makes more sense. Right, like some jobs in New York are going to pay really well. Finance, lawyer, doctor, teacher, whatever, right? But then there's some jobs that really don't pay well. Like somebody's just working at a restaurant. Somebody's just working retail. And it's like, well, you might as well just come over here to Missouri if you're going to do a job like that. where the cost of living is real affordable. Here we are. And buy yourself a nice house, you know. I've been to New York. I think it's cool, but I think you just spend all your money in all the shops over there, and you get the feeling of, I don't know, being in the city, I guess. See, you're reading an economics book by Thomas Sowell. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Average rent in SoCal is $2,200 for one bedroom. Dude, hell no. How are you going to make a big Pokemon card collection if you're spending all that money on rent? It just doesn't add up. You're never going to afford a large card collection. I'm tempted to move from West Coast Canada to somewhere else. Cost of living in Vancouver area is whack. Definitely. Nice. There we are. Jacob picking up Radiant Charizard, but he's off center. Ooh. Here's Pokestop Tyranitar. If you guys are young and you don't have a big, inheritance coming from your family, your smartest move today is to move to whichever place will make you the wealthiest. You shouldn't think about where you want to live. You should think about, what's my smartest move? What's my smartest financial move? And where can I go? You can look for a mix. Like, look for a place where it pays well, the cost of living is low, and it's still pretty cool. Like, that's why I ended up picking Lake of the Ozarks, because it's Missouri house prices, Missouri cost of living price, but I'm full remote, so I earn the same amount no matter where I live, and I've got the lake. So I was thinking about all those things when I chose this place. I could have moved to like North Carolina to the beach. That was my other choice, was North Carolina. It's still an option too. We think about it sometimes. Here's Unpheasant and Blissey. Blissey! Look at that, Blissey. Move to an area that will make you the most LGBT. That way, that's what you really want in your life. Well, maybe some people do. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe some people want to move to Las Vegas, where you can legally hire prostitutes, because that's one of the only states where it's legal. I'm in Iowa, make a smidge above $40K a year, and I'm renting a 2-bedroom house for $525. Love it. Yeah, that's way better. So Jacob Donahue, let's see if we can find your bag. I have a feeling you're in an unusual box. Okay, not here. Just go get Grandma to rent you her basement. Go tell Grandma, I'll go grocery shopping for you. I'll spend time with you, but you gotta let me rent your basement for $100 a month. Then pick up the highest paying online job you can get and put every dollar into the stock market or into whatever investment vehicle, and do that for 10 years. And don't spend any money on anything wasteful. And then, wham, you're a millionaire in your 30s. And your 30s is still young enough to have fun. Here's Pirates Enjoyer. He says, 110 for my SLAB-AWAY. You got it, Pirates Enjoyer. Mr. Pirates Enjoyer. That's what I would do if I was redoing life. So you would have $106 remaining. Thank you so much, Pirates Enjoyer. He then says $49 for the Rocket Pack break. Pirates Enjoyer. I would grind like crazy. I'm already grinding like crazy. That's actually way better advice than going to college. Yeah, especially if you can get a decent job. Like, some jobs you can teach yourself. You can learn to code and then prove to your employer that you can code. You can be like, here's my resume. Here's my, check out all this stuff I've worked on. I've participated in these projects. You can see it uploaded here. Give me a chance, bring me in. Let me show you I know how to code and I know the language, like the like data structures, algorithms, databases, networking, whatever, right? And then you get in there and show them you got the skills, and voila, you've avoided the trap of college. You got a high-paying job, live in grandma's basement for virtually no rent, and then put every dollar into the stock market as fast as you can. All right, let's see what's next. Charlie Gambier, Mr. Hope you're well. Can I get 15 packs of Lost Abyss? You got it, man. 15 packs of Lost Abyss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whatever you guys do, though, don't spend your money on an overpriced luxury vehicle just to look cool. That's one of the biggest money traps that any person can buy, is a luxury vehicle. A luxury vehicle is any vehicle that costs extra money in order to look cool and in order to drive faster, even though we have speed limit of 60 miles per hour, and any vehicle decked out with a bunch of doodads that you don't need, and a vehicle that's brand new, you know, a status vehicle. That is a trap for poor people. It'll keep you poor your whole life. Avoid those luxury vehicles, man. They're really bad. And you take out a loan on them, so you pay interest on top of it. It's crazy. It's a depreciating asset. So many people have a problem with that. It's very fascinating. Wish I would have heard that a few years ago. You know, Mr. David, one of the ways that I'm becoming rich right now is I own a stupid little Ford vehicle that I got from Enterprise, you know, the rental company. So I got it for like, I think it was like $8,000. I paid it off instantly. I have the cheapest possible insurance on it and no interest to pay on it at all. And I really don't drive it too much either. So it never needs repairs. I don't spend a lot on gas. And my car costs are virtually nothing now. And so I got all that leftover money at the end of the month that some of you guys are spending on your vehicle every month. I just have cash. So what do you think I do with that cash? I invest it. Here's Drapion. What's a luxury vehicle to you? Well, you know, a lot of guys love pickup trucks, but those are some pretty damn expensive vehicles. So if you don't actually work in construction or have a real need for a pickup truck, why are you buying one? Just go buy a junker, go buy like what I was talking about, go buy a simple Ford, whatever, Ford Focus or something. I would buy one with like 40,000 miles on it, something like that. Already a few years old. All right, what do we got? Get a Bugatti. Oh, you got a hyper rare ball hair lady. I bought an Elantra for 5K with 40,000 miles on it in 2020. It was a steal. Nice, man. I made money flipping my leased BMW last year to Carvana. Nice, man. Yeah, some people, you know, if you're like somebody who's really knowledgeable about car prices and you can flip cars, that's a whole skill. You could go be a used car salesman then. Maybe that would be a good career for you, or start your own lot. You know what I mean? A luxury vehicle like a boat. Why? I didn't spend that much on that boat. Boats get really expensive. Okay, that boat was $25,000. I bought it with cash. I have no insurance on it currently, and I don't drive it all that much, so I don't spend too much on fuel either. But, you know, I can drive it on a nice day if I want to. But I don't have anything else in life. My car is cheap. I wear junk clothes. Ask John what I wear. I wear junk clothing. I've got sandals that are falling apart, and I eat ramen every day. So I'm real smart. I'm thrifty in some ways. But, you know, the boat is always going to have some value. I can go back to the market and sell the boat. But you're right. That is one of the few luxuries in my life. Charlie Gambier, one of the very few luxuries. The nice thing about having a boat in Lake of the Ozarks is how easy it is to sell. You can sell boats very easily out here. But I bought the equivalent of a junker car when it comes to boats. I bought a cheap boat, not a glamorous boat. Just something to get out on the water with. Let's get past this music. I don't like this music. All right, let's see. We got an order for Matt Leon. 2 poker cards. You got it, Matt? The biggest benefit of a boat is the poon. I crashed the 05. You know, I might lose a few $1,000s over time on that boat because when I go to resell it, you know, it's not going to sell for as much as I bought it for. I'm okay with that. Again, I don't have a lot of luxuries in life personally. I never have. Double Golduck? Wow, that's cool, man. He got double Golduck, everybody. That's for Matt. Star Wars Hobby Box. You got it. What's up, Naruto? Now, if you do want to buy a luxury in life, you know, my opinion, buy a luxury home. That's what I would buy. Put your money into a luxury home because luxury homes, I think those tend to be appreciating assets. So that's clever. Sounds like a better plan than Collecticon. Mister has a fancy jeweled egg. That's right. Here you are, Matt. You ready? We got an expansion of new Star Wars cards, real expensive ones now. That's crazy. Love Star Wars cards. They've done pretty well on this channel. Palpatine reveals the final order. No car payment here. Only payment other than utilities is my house payment, which is less than what we pay in rent. Than what people pay in rent since I bought before the boom. Nice, man. Lucky time to have bought a house, right? But, you know, with the interest rates rising, I think house prices will come down to a more normal amount. Ashoko, Mr. My other book grade was Rayquaza V Altart. No problem, man. I'm sure I'll find it. It's probably in a box already, waiting to be given a grade. So it's not on this table anymore. So I just got to go track it down. Mando takes down the fighter. Mister, you have very cute fingers. Oh, thanks, bruh. Okay, here's Han suggests Kessel Run to obtain coaxium. Let's take a look at this. So no number on this card, huh? That's your rare card, I believe. Matt Leon. Mr. Matt. David. Steven. Let's see. Mr. Matt. Having a car payment or student loan payment are bad, which is why that's the first debt I got out of years ago. Yeah, smart to do that, everybody. Matt Leon. I used to be like one of those people trying to show up, but then realized it's a waste of money. That's right. Very smart for you to come to that realization. It's a big bag, mister. Okay. I see a Steven Leon. Matt Leon. Oh, you know what? I know where it is. Mister, do not buy 2012, 2016 Ford Focus. They're the worst. I think I own a Ford Fiesta 2016, and it is doing extremely well because I've never had to repair it. It drives fine. It's a chintzy little vehicle. It's not comfortable. Certainly, it's not going to attract women because they're not going to see your vehicle and think that you're wealthy. They're going to think you're poor. They're going to think you're broke. But it really does get me from point A to point B, which is what I desire more than anything else. And I take all my leftover money and, do things like start a little card grading company. Do things, that's a side hustle. You can't start a side hustle if you don't have cash flow. You got to have cash flow to start your side hustle. But, I'm able to do other things like buy Pokemon cards as an investment or buy stocks as an investment. And you can't do that if you're just paying interest on a car that is a lot more than you needed. So you try to buy as little as you need when it comes to transportation. That's where a lot of your monthly wasted money comes from is your transportation. Ford Fiesta is a bad one too. Is it an automatic? Yes, sir. Mr. doesn't get tempted with social status because he doesn't really have a social circle, so it's easy for him to live frugal with just him and his girlfriend. Well, you guys are kind of my social circle, but I had plenty of friends when I was younger. I was never attracted to status ever. Never attracted to it. I was born very poor, and to me, let me rephrase it. This is the most impressive kind of social status. Social status is your bank account number. Social status is your wealth. Social status has nothing to do with gold chains and diamonds and whatever other frivolous thing. It's about your actual wealth. It's about leaving a trust fund for your children. That's impressive to me. So I just have my priorities straight. You can impress me by showing me the trust fund that you're leaving for your children. So if you were to meet me in person, that's the status symbol to me. So you want to talk about status symbols. Cars are the opposite of a status symbol to me. I see them and I go, oh, good, you've wasted all your money. And how about your trust fund for your children? Do you have that together? And you'll be like, trust fund? What's that? I'll be like, oh, okay. So you're just, you're not financially savvy. You're just good at buying things. You know what I mean? There we go. Yeah, I want to know about your trust fund for your children. That's a status symbol. Kip F7, soldiers return. Kip! Here goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, Tifa! All right. All right. That's a hard thing to pull off, the trust fund. I back issues and drive a lot for my business, so I bought the cheapest luxury vehicle I could that has good suspension. Nice, man. I wound up sinking $18,000 in a Focus because of financing. Wow, dude, that's tough. Well, I got mine from Enterprise Holdings, the car rental company. It was a couple years old. It had 40,000 miles on it. I believe I paid $8,000 for it. I paid most of it down. And then within the first couple of months, I just paid off the rest of it. So the moment I had the lien taken off the car, I changed the insurance to be cheap insurance. And I've never been in a car wreck because I drive like a granny. And I try to avoid driving when I don't have to. I don't take pleasure drives anywhere. I don't race. I don't drive stupid. I don't drive distracted. So no car crashes, cheap insurance, no interest. And I only got as much vehicle as I needed to get from point A to point B. So my vehicle costs are basically nothing these days. Here we are. Let's see. We got Sukanoa. So at the end of the month, a different version of me might have bought a luxury vehicle. He might have done the opposite. He might have bought a vehicle on a big loan with a lot of interest, with a big insurance plan, because they're like, well, if you crash it, it's going to cost us a lot. So a big insurance plan to make sure that, you know, the bank doesn't lose its value on the vehicle because you got that big old loan. And I don't get any tickets. And yeah, so I just save so much on transportation. Mister just needs a ride with me, says Danny. Here's Kate Sith. I was a little speed demon when I was 18. I was stupid when I was 18. Here's Ridya. Ooh. This guy's literal name is Edge. I'm going to save you Edge, okay? But don't you want to travel, mister, while you're young? Not at all. I've got my lake house and I got my lake house boat. So if I want to go on a pleasure ride, I'll take the boat out or I'll go for a swim. I don't really want to leave my house too much. That's where all my expensive, valuable goods are. And so I just kind of want to stay at my house all the time, like a dragon sitting on his gold, protecting my valuables and saving up my money. Now, when I have enough money saved up and when the business has matured enough, I will go on fancy vacations, but I'm young and I'm poor and I'm ready to grind so that I reach into a higher class, a higher status, you know what I mean, in life. And that requires a big sacrifice, and I'm ready to make it, you know what I mean? There's March, ready to make that big sacrifice to get out of the lower classes and into the upper classes. I never buy vehicles using finance, and I never buy brand new cars. Yeah, exactly. It's smart, man. It's smart. Here's Journey. Ooh, very smart. I'm young and poor Having Pokemon cards is a form of status. Well, I mean, to us, for our group, for us nerds, that's true. All right. Wow, Kip, you got this cloud. That is a hit, man. Beautiful. Glad to see that. All right. How old are you? I'm 33. I'm 33, and I feel like I've done just enough to be where I should be at about the age of 33. I don't feel like I'm far ahead at all, but if I keep working at the rate that I'm working, in the future, I'm going to feel like a rich guy. Okay, so my 20s were all messed up, but I feel like all the grinding I've done is catching me up to where you ought to be at about the age of 33. I own a home and I'm married, and I have a vehicle. But if I want to be rich, I got to keep grinding like this. So by the time I'm 40, maybe I'll be rich the way a 50-year-old should be rich. You know what I mean? So that's my goal. So I got to keep grinding, guys. Here's Daniel Baytosh. 2 spots in the Rocket Pack Break. You got it, man. And I'll talk to you guys and share all of my things that I'm learning and share my thoughts, and we can do it together. It's good to have people around you who have the right mindset because it helps you keep your brain clear of the fog. You know, there's a fog out there of bad advice or temptations, let's call them. Always temptations. Temptations are everywhere. There we go. I work like Mr. 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. I've been working like that for the past 12 years. Nice, man. All right, here we are. But the goal, of course, isn't to work like that forever. The goal is eventually you've got nice savings and you retire comfortably, right? Do I have kids? I don't. I think I'm about ready for kids now. Need to set a self-budget and, yes, even a Pokemon budget. So my wife and I have delayed having kids while we save up. And I would say I'm ready probably this year or after January. My plan is grind right now, make money, be rich in my late 30s, get a vasectomy. I will never get a vasectomy. All right, $8 to ship my bag in Slabs, right? I live in California. You got it, Daniel. Heck no, mister. I'm not snipping my nuts. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and log in and find your... I'll never finance again, says Dan. Once you have a lot of savings, the goal is to have 20 children, right? I'm just kidding. You're never financially ready to have kids, they say. You ever heard of that? Yeah, I agree. But I'll be ready. I'll be completely open-minded to children in 2023. I'm all the way open-minded. All right, so Daniel Baytosh. And I don't think that's entirely true. Like when I was 18, the idea of children scared the mother living bejeebuses out of me. And that's when you're very, you're young and you're fertile at 18. Now I'm 33, and if I had a kid, I'd be like, man, okay, sounds fine. I can afford a kid. But when I was 18, no, life was like a disaster for me at 18. So it's just, that would have been the wrong time. So they say you're never ready, but actually there is truth to delaying and family planning. If you're already rich, I wouldn't delay. I'd start young. But I wasn't rich. I was born poor. With you guys, the proletariat. I wasn't one of the bourgeois. Let's see. Your Highness, they can't afford gas. Let them buy Teslas. Let's find Daniel Batosh. Danny, you're right, and that's why I said certain types of cars. I'm not a car guy. Let them buy Teslas. Your Majesty. Life feels like a disaster for me at 35. Well, you got to start somewhere. It can only get better from here. Okay, so you got to get on top of it right now. If you feel like you're not making the right sacrifices to prepare for the future, because as you get older, the medical problems kick in. You get older, and that's when all of the things start. Diabetes, heart problems, cancer, maybe you need some sort of medication, maybe you need eyes, ears, whatever. That's when all the stuff starts to happen, is as you get older, man. So if you're 35 and your life's a disaster, you got to start pulling everything together so by the time you're 50, you're comfortable. You want to be comfortable by 50, don't you? If you're 50 and it's still a disaster, well, you're in trouble now. You're getting by on the fact that you're naturally healthy right now. All right, Daniel, your cards are on the way. We have a big order from Kyle Shao. What's up, Kyle? 3 Team Rocket pack breaks. Mr. Kyle, I'm glad you're jumping in that. Yeah, you're floating by on the fact that 35 is still young and healthy. When you get older and those medical issues start kicking in, don't you want to be able to take a year off work and just get it all treated? And oh, here's your medical bill, no problem, I can pay for it because I saved up some money. You don't want to be living off of the whim of the government. We hit 100 likes, says Josh. Looks like we're still 3 short, okay? 5 XY evolutions. You got it, man. All right, here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. If you're 35, you should pick yourself up by the poop straps. I have 2 kids. One is 14. The other is 10. All the grinding is for the kids. Nice, man. You sound like me. Here we are. Yeah, if society was full of, let's say, dads who were working to save up for their kids and then retire in a respectable way, it would be a very nice society. Nobody would be begging you for money. You'd be like, that's okay. I got my own money. Your kids would be like, yeah, dad took care of me. You know what I mean? No crazy sad stories, which maybe we like sad stories though. But that's what people talk about wanting paradise. Well, paradise is being able to provide for your kids. And it takes a sacrifice in the end. That's what it's all about, guys. You got to be able to say, this is a valuable thing and I'm sacrificing for it. I'm Asian. My mom begs me to have kids and wants to babysit. Nice, man. Sad story wins you America's Got Talent. I agree with that, actually. I agree wholeheartedly. Here's Tangela. All right, we got Tangela Reverse Hollow. What's that? Demonstrate velocity? Nidorino. Oh, there we go. One of these Wondiferous Charizards. There you go. You got Charizard from XY Evolutions. That's why we opened this set. There's like 5 Charizards in the set, right? I think it's 4, actually. Is it 4? There's Pikachu. Charizard Spirit Link. And Blastoise. It's Blasty Boy. Nice. I don't party, but as an attorney, I work up to 60 hours a week. Nice. It's great, man. Here we are. You can retire when you start getting older and you got some money set aside. The point of work is, oh, woo, all right, whoa, look at this. Wow, that's a hot pack for Mr. Kyle Shao. Thanks, Kyle. Wow, look at this run, everybody. That's a crazy run on the XY Evolutions. Full Art Dragonite there. Clip it. We're going to have to clip this one. He's got Dragonite Full Art coming out. Charizard EX coming out. Blastoise EX, and Charizard Reverse Holo. Wow, what a round, man. Kyle, you're ahead on this round. Nice, man. We're going to clip that one. Whew. That's why people still like XY Evolutions. Charizard centering looks good. Hopefully it's a 10. You know, if it's a 10, what does he go for? Like $300 or something like that? Awesome. So that one card, if it were to grade 10, I think that would get his money back. But he can still grade, like, these two cards here are worth money too. So that's pretty good, man. Yeah, you're ahead on that round. So, 3 Team Rocket pack break, 5 evolutions. I have a small bag. Okay, let's find it. Mr. Kyle. Let's see where I placed you, Kyle. As I say here, fighting my card shopping addiction, but my 3 kids are why I'm investing. Maybe one more pack. All right, let's cut. I should make a class on how to literally invest in Pokemon cards. What I consider investing. I ought to make like a class on that, because I feel like I could at this point. Here we are. I'm guessing you're a liberal. Are you talking to me? Let's see. Kyle Hazard, Kenneth, Kevin, Kano Zone. Let's try this box. Let's see. Kurt. It's okay to have a small bag. That's true. It's also common, the more wealth you pass down to your kids, the more they start to see others as beneath them. Well, that's why you got to be real smart and teach them, okay? So if your kids get spoiled, well, that's your fault too, okay? So you got to be able to teach them how to be stewards of the money and how to think like you were thinking when you earned it. I'm very humble. I came from, dude, I think one of the reasons I work so hard is I'm just trying to get over the poverty. The level of poverty I experienced as a child was so severe, and it left an impression on me. And so when I wake up and I go to work every day, it's easy because I remember what it was like. No birthday, barely any Christmas presents. You know, food, our whole lives was like macaroni and ramen, and we couldn't go anywhere or do anything our whole lives. My mom was so stressed all the time about money. It's all she talked about. So, you know, I wake up and I'm making money doing these cards. It's easy for me to go to work after all that experience of being poor. It's very easy to stay motivated. So, you know, if your child is born wealthy, they won't have that. So you just got to teach them to think smart about it. Or hide the wealth, or I don't know. I'll probably read some books on it when it becomes an issue. Jason McHenry says 5 Pokebras and 50 off my SLAB-AWAY. All right, Jason, we got... Oh! What's this? A beautiful Charizard. I could tell you're conservative more than liberal, but you could be independent with mixed views, which is what I am. So I would say I am a conservative. I would call myself an atheist conservative, or you could call me a secular conservative. Deep down, I'm real competitive. I don't really believe the world is a nice place, even slightly. I believe that we're all just ran by natures and biology and the desire for our biology to compete, and that's it. That's the whole world to me. And so there's a bit of a vicious shard inside of me, you know what I mean, that just sees the world that way. I think that the liberals focus too much on being equal, and I don't really believe in equality. I believe in the opposite of equality. I believe in competition. Everyone should have to fight for what they want in life. Here's a fire energy. Oh, a round of poker cards. A vicious shard. There's a small part of me that's like a dog, and it would eat another dog. The dog-eat-dogs world. Here's Matang, pre-release. Ooh, beautiful. I think we all have it in us, don't you think so? Don't you remember being a little kid, and once in a while you were just mean to someone? You didn't need a reason for it. You were just mean. You know, every kid does this. And that's the animal in you, you know. We're still primates. Here we are. If you have more than we need to give government aid to get everyone else on your level. Oh, you're making a joke. Look at that Mew. I'm very good at playing both sides, though. I understand, you know, we're a group. We're a society. We're a civilization. We need each other. That's something I think conservatives don't always understand. Conservatives think, I'm super macho. I'm a lone wolf. I can do everything on my own. No, you're a group. Okay, you're a group. So I understand both sides. So that's Jason McHenry. Let's see, Jason. Mr. Jason. I just think that the group would feed you to the wolves if it benefited them as a group. So that's why, in the end, I returned to being, you know, a bit conservative. Let's see, Jake. I really don't believe in tradition at all. I don't really believe in religious rules. I don't believe in any of that. But somehow I do end up being conservative. Let's see. Move this over here. So Jason. Did you need a new bag? I work like a dog. Jarrett. I never said that. I'm going to create a new bag, okay? Any video game packs? Video game packs? Let me go get the video game packs. Oh, I think my light's going out. I hate government aid. Let me just say, I don't hate it, okay? I don't hate government aid. I think government aid makes a lot of sense in any case where you're investing in a person, okay? So first of all, you don't even have to think of government aid as a nice thing. It could just be a financially smart thing. Let's say you have a young man and he needs help with something, and if only someone would help him, he would be a lot more efficient as a contributor to society. Okay, so if you can spend money on him in a smart way to get him educated or to get him trained or to get him working, that still makes sense as an investment. So socialism can actually be beneficial in those cases. Okay, but it's not always like that. Usually the government gets a hold of your money and they waste it on some useless war where the war happens to benefit their particular family or some stupid thing like that. But also there's causes, you know, like somebody is dying from cancer and deep down it pulls at your heartstrings and you're like, that's so sad. Can't we as a society afford to help people? So that's the other side of it. Now that's the more bleeding heart liberal side of it. You see people suffering and your natural inclination is to help them. And that, you know, honestly, what kind of society do you want to live in? Ideally, you would live in a society where people love each other and want to help each other. So the question becomes, can we afford it? But yeah, that would be what you'd want to move toward. So Jason, let me take 50 off your SLAB-AWAY. Did we already do that? No, we didn't. All right, Jason. Here we are. You got Gengarts going down to $215. Why does this seem so loud? I'd rather help our people here than help Ukraine. Well, yeah, you can make an argument like that, definitely. We got Mr. Arjun Joshi wants 2 spots in the Rocket Pack break. Mr. Arjun. How's it going, Arjun? Yeah, so there's actual investments you can make in your society that appears to be like socialism, but it's a proper investment. It actually increases the GDP. But then there's also types of welfare you can do because you feel sorry for people and you want to live in a good society, not just a wealthy society. And so, but again, it has to be balanced with common financial sense, but also you have to make sure the government isn't just taking your money and wasting it. Our government's excellent at wasting our money. They do it like crazy. So what the government actually does is they say, how can we use taxpayer money to get ourselves elected? That's what they actually do, and it's a big problem. They go, hey, I'll promise to give you free ones, elect me. And the free ones aren't really justified. They're not an investment, and they're not necessary. Here's a great example. They want to pay for your college. If the college degree is not profitable, why should we take taxpayer capital and give these schools all this money for the useless, unprofitable degree? It makes no sense. And those young people who took those degrees, they're not sad and suffering. They're usually from already a decent lifestyle. There's actual poor Americans who could use more help. And we'll give the money to the affluent, educated, rather than to people who are truly broke and suffering. Liam Strawford says 7 deadly sins. You got it. All right, here we are. So, Liam Strawford. All right. Sleep. All right. Hi, mister. Have you not heard of tamper seals? I've heard of them. I've never bought them. So I guess you could say I kind of made up my own tamper seals. Kind of funny, huh? With the little scribbles. Throw me in jail for not paying taxes, and not if that jail runs off of my tax dollars. I wish they would let individuals choose where their tax money goes. They do. They let you choose it when you're at the voting booth. Lots of people in the UK living off benefits. Right. So if you could find people in the UK who are just living off benefits, they're not really sad. There's nothing tragic about them. Maybe they just don't like to work and, well, they're getting a free paycheck. So why would they change that? I wouldn't change it. There's no reason to. So when you find scenarios like that, you should be like, there's a good place to start getting our money back and lowering our tax burden. Lower our tax burden and increase our innovation in our country, because when companies have to pay too much tax, they have less money left over for research and development and innovation and expansion. That's Liam Strawford. Mr. Liam, let's find your bag. Mr. Liam. I'm not even 25. Do you have a Dragon Ball? I don't know if you guys are beating up on each other. Don't beat up on each other. Ah, here we are. But work is hard, so I quit. I think that is a big challenge for a lot of people. Work is hard. Work is painful. I define work as anything that you don't feel like doing, but you do it anyways because you need to make money. So that's work, and it's tough, man. Mr. Marius says he'd like a box of Hololive. It's me, Marius. Wahoo! All right, Mr. Marius. Mr. Marius. Here we are. Mr. Butt Out, says Waldo. Remember that guy? I got a coworker that legit told me the other day she doesn't think it's fair. She has to work to live. Right. Well, that's that mindset. That's very. I see it as like decay. And the reason I see it as decay is because if you were in the wild and there was no socialism in the wild and you leaned back and said, I shouldn't have to capture my food, I shouldn't have to farm, well, you'd starve that year. Okay, so that sort of mindset causes society to shrink. It causes society to become more poor. It causes society to run out of money. And if enough people thought that way, that's exactly what would happen. You have to have a lot of Chads running around, working that farm, getting off of the wheelbarrow and pulling the wheelbarrow. Too many people on the wagon and too few people pulling it is how a society collapses. There's a lot of historical data and references for that. Every time a society starts to print a bunch of money and a lot of people stop working because they don't feel like it, they should just have everything for free from the government, that society collapses. And then it's replaced by a better society that doesn't do that until that society collapses. You know what I mean? Here we are. So how many times is it going to happen before people go, oh, look at all the patterns in history. This doesn't work. Let's not do this. You know what I mean? How many times we got to have that pattern occur? Give me another signature. You got it, man. Signature time. Let's talk politics next. Funny, man. Well, I mean, finances is politics in a way, because you're talking about what kind of rules should dictate the way that I live. How should I be living? Much easier to make money these days working from home. That's a great thing. That's a big innovation. We're living better lives than our grandparents just because of that. They didn't get that. Hurry, mister. Talk about abortion. Here we are. Ah, beautiful. Look at this. I had 11 brothers and sisters. So if you were to take one of my siblings and say, which one of these should your parents have aborted in order to have saved a little bit of money, I would have just felt very insulted by that. So I've never felt like abortion is a good thing. I personally knew all my siblings, and I just thought, oh, you shouldn't exist. I get to exist, but not you, because you're expensive. So, I grew up that way, and abortion's never been a nice thing. But if you want to talk like an animal, why is it that Republicans are trying so hard to make their ideological opponent have their own family and have their own children? That should be up to your opponent to have children. People don't see children as a resource, but they are. Are you still taking orders for the pack for the rocket? Yes, sir. Send it in. I'm still taking orders for the rocket pack break. All right, what do we got? We got some blonde hair girl. Look at all these girls. So far, you got one full art, no signature. We're looking for that signature. Here we are, the gambling girl. Aha, the sheep girl. I'm just being honest, Anthony. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You guys be nice to each other, okay? Getting shafted, says Marius. Then you would be further in debt. Here's the tummy girl. Want to try to touch my secret tum-tum? I do, actually. Did you see Shakira's hips were lying and now she's going to jail? Oh! Woo! Look at that! Mr. Marius. Great timing, Marius. Beautiful card. Fantastic. Marius says, let's go! We're having a pretty good stream. Pull-wise, we're doing very well. We had Mr. Mahasvara with the hot round. We had Mr. Kyle with the hot round. Mr. Marius has a hot round. All right, I like this other full art you pick up. This girl with the enormous personality. She's really cool. All right, let's see. Last card. All right, that's a holo. So we're going fast today because I got to get all these orders processed before I hop off because I got to go hang out with my wife. I got to get some sleep, to be honest, man. I got 3 hours of sleep last night. That's not enough, man. What Dragon Ball packs do you have? Well, go to the menu and scroll down until you see Dragon Ball, okay? We can get more Dragon Ball on the menu. Oh, no. Those poor little hollows. I live with my wife's boyfriend. He's pretty nice. Here we are. Boy, I want to live with my wife's girlfriend. That's what I want. Marius Larson. Marius. It's to me, Marius. Wahoo. When is society going to normalize? Nah, I don't know. That's a whole nother topic. I won't bother you guys with it. I knew your house was bigger, says Alex. Kyle says never. All right, Marius, big order. Thank you so much, man. So I can see we still got a lot of orders left. Mr. Haunted, one live custom. I really appreciate that you're searching for my bag. I thank you. Please let me know if you do happen to find it. Meanwhile, can you show the slabs which are with you? Thank you again. Mr. Haunted, I would go grab those slabs. The problem is they're in a new location now. They're not in this room anymore. They're in a shipping room where Mr. John does the shipping. So I would have to run over there and go grab them all. And we are very close to the end of the stream. So I'm going to try and rush through these orders. Okay, mister? But your slabs are exactly the same. They haven't been touched, obviously. But yes, you know, I really think I should run through them for you because you've waited for them for so long. So I'd like to do that for you. But let me focus on the stream for right now. No more orders? You got a small window of time to get a few more orders in, and then I'm shutting it down. Okay, guys? Mike's side, isn't weed legal where you live? But we need to find that bag and just get the whole thing shipped out to you, and then you'll feel a lot happier when it's on its way. But today I had a lot of progress. I got a chunk of my room cleaned, and there were other shipping orders that were needing help, and I got all of the other issues sorted out too. So it's really just your bag that's left. Am I coming back tonight? That's my plan, if I don't pass out. So Brian Wright, you're in the pack break for the Rocket packs, and you got 2 spots. Pirates Enjoyer wants into a pack break on the triple pack of Dragons Exalted. That's Pirates Enjoyer. Yeah, don't miss out on that one. That one's really cool, guys. Have a happy nap. Have a nappy. Jeremy Connell says 2 fusion strikes. Jeremy Connell. I can hear my wife running around. See, she's probably waiting for me. She's probably bored. It's my fault. See, I'm still streaming. Yeah, I guess I should call no more orders at this point, guys. No more orders. It's Friday, and she's all by herself. She's alone right now because I'm working. And I'm going to be working tonight, too. So she's not going to, like, stay up late tonight and have fun with me either. She's kind of trapped in this house with me all alone. So that's pretty bad. Told her I'll hire a maid to be her friend. Jeremy Connell. Girlfriend is curious what you paid for the Charizard EX in the middle there. Could you share? Here's Jeremy Connell. Well, I went to Kmart and I got the blue light special on him. Here we are. And at Kmart, I got him for $69 and 420 cents. There we go. Give me store credit for my Mewtwo alt art. All right, so this is for Christopher George Thomas Lane. What's up, Christopher Lane? Christopher GT Lane. And it's for a Rocket Packs. There we go. You're in the Rocket Pack break. Thank you, George. We have an order now for Marcel Torres. He wants 3 bulk grades. Okay, let's start by locating your bag, Mr. Marcel Torres. Hurry to the blue light special at a Kmart near you. Okay, we got your bag. Pidgeot, Eevee Poker, and I can't something else. Okay, so you need me to pick one. I like the Blastoise. I like this too. Okay, there's Eevee. Torchic, kind of cool. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, we'll send out your Charizard. Pidgeot yellow. I didn't see Pidgeot. Oh, there it is. All right, cool. How much for just 1 or 2 rocket packs sealed and mailed, if you're willing? What's up, Kyle? So I could sell the packs if you could find another guy to go in on you. Again, go in with you. So if you're wanting 1 or 2 packs, why don't you try and find another guy who wants 1 pack, and I'll open them up for you, okay? All right, here we are. Right now, they're selling very quickly as pack breaks. So I would like to sell them all as pack breaks. That's the truth. They're selling like fire as pack breaks. There you go. Nothing in hard sleeves, lol. There we go. He can ride a shotgun. He can ride shotgun with me. We can have a takeover. Anthony for president. I was looking for a sealed one. You're looking for a sealed one, so you're just looking for a sealed pack. I might have one. Hold on. So this one would not be coming out of the box break. Ugh. Like this, right? This is what you're looking for? So I just have a loose pack that was going to be available for a pack break, and I will probably sell you that one if you would like this one for $450 if you're interested. $450 on that. All right, Marcel Torres. That's just a chance for you to do that. If you don't want it, I'll save it and I'll sell it in a pack break another day. There we go. Let me get back to you tonight. No problem, man. When you get back on. All right. Hope you guys are having a great Friday afternoon. What's on your minds today, guys? It is sealed, right? Yeah, of course, it's a sealed pack. There we go. 7.29. It's a big commitment, you know. Hard to part with money. If you find it hard to part with money, you're exactly like me. There we go. Did you see your channel was a topic of conversation on the Z&G podcast? Cool, man. All right, what we got now? Danny Adam, 1 live custom, 1 spot in the Rocket Pack break. You got it. 1 live custom. Soup. Bash it on. You know, back when I started, Z&G's channel was about 15,000 subscribers, and I think I had 1 subscriber. 1,000 is what I meant to say. Sorry about that. So by the time I had about 1,000 over here, he had about 15. Now it's kind of swapped. We're headed toward 50, and that's pretty good, huh? But I got to that first 1,000 by bringing people over from the Game Economist. Here we are. Danny also needs a spot in the Rocket Pack break. Can we just use this? I'm using this. Danny Adam. Good luck, Danny. We have an order from Tristan back. He wants 2 Lost Abyss. Tristan, anything for Tristan back. Time to get you the nice Lost Abyss. All right. I liked Z&G's content. He would make these videos where he would track the price of booster boxes and slabs over time. I don't know if he's posted one of those in a while. I wish he would. I liked it when he was doing that, and I think he's missing out when he doesn't post those anymore. Have you ever seen any other Rip and Ship channels? I rarely watch any other Pokemon card content, is the truth. When I get off work, I hang out with my wife 100%. And then when I'm working but not streaming, I'm watching usually some kind of financial guy. Usually watching his content. Okay, we have an order for Edgar Gonzalez. 100 on my SLAB-AWAY and a Pokebrow for Edgar Gonzalez. You got it, Edgar. Boy, I love having so much energy. It's so easy, man. All right. Very nice on your Charizard Plasma Storm. Looks like you're going to get that paid off, man. What do you think of the Mandela effect? I don't know that one. What's a Mandela effect? Gengar. You got BJ Gengar. I can't wait to see how they redo him for English. There's no way they keep that. They'll 100% change that. Okay, so Edgar Gonzalez. Aha. Thank you. Thanks for the week of great content. Really happy to see the Team Rocket packs flying off the shelf. See you Monday. See you Monday. Come back for the night stream, and I'll probably be streaming on Saturday and Sunday, but only at night, okay? Now we have an order. Joseph Campolongo. Do you have 100 packs of Star Birth? Yes, sir, I sure do. I have 100 packs of Star Birth, Mr. Joseph Campolongo. In fact, they just came in. It was a fresh order. The lottery's like taking an out-of-order deck of playing cards, then paying $1 to shuffle to try to get them in the exact order again. If you win, you get $1 million. Yeah, it's a mathematical game, is what it is. It's a game of math where the person who set up the game makes extraordinary amounts of money, and the people who generally play the game are people who are extra bad at math. But, you know, I don't want to beat up people anymore. If they like to play the lottery, they should go play the lottery. Jacob Donahue says, thanks for the Zard, mister. That made my day. 2 more Pokebras. You got it, Jacob? Jacob Donahue. Oh, pulling a beautiful Rayquaza. How fantastical. Ah, and a Snorlax. That's your 2 Pokebras. Jacob Donahue. Wow, man, looking fantastic. Probably with the serious shot at a 10, because those Japanese cards are so well centered. I'm not these specific. I'm just saying in general, Japanese cards are well centered. So $8 for shipping for Jacob Donahue. Where did I put your bag, Jacob? I'm sure we just had it. We must have just had your bag. Sometimes those Pokebros are hot. Here we are, Jacob Donahue. So now you got your Radiant Charizard. I bet you these are more valuable than that Radiant Charizard. I saw your Radiant Charizard. He was off center. But you know what? If those aren't off center, those are your actual good pull of the day. They came from the Pokebros. Sending now with shipping. Sounds good, man. Okay, we've never shipped Jacob Donahue before. I got to look him up. Jacob's a new guy. From what packs do you get that BJ Gengar? He comes from Dark Phantasma. We have it on the menu if you'd like to open some, okay? Jacob, you're from Kansas City. That's where all my relatives live. And you and I don't live that far apart at all. I'm about a 2-hour drive from where you're living right now, Mr. Jacob. So next time you want to do a big Pokemon card trade, you can just drive over. And we'll do it in cash, so the government doesn't have to know. I'm kidding. I would never cut Uncle Sam out of his cut. Never. All right, here we are. Is this Naruto music? I'm pretty sure this is Mario music. Hold on, let me look it up. This is the Dene music. King DDD, I'm so sorry. King DDD. So that's from Kirby. King DDD. Hope that helps. Now we're moving on. We have an order from Liz Castillo, 2 Pokebras. Liz Castillo. The IRS approves of this channel. Ah! Dude, just card after card. So nice. I'm Jacob Donahue. If that's okay with you, I would be totally down to come pick those up. Seriously? Like, you want to drive all the way down here 2 hours to come pick the cards up? When do you want to do that? Here's DeWatt. That music was bumping, though. Mister, do you know Candace? I'll let you buy a ticket to my Pokemon card museum. 1 poker card, huh? 1 poker card. Ah, yes, over here. Sometimes I have a brain fart, and I'm like, what am I doing with my... What am I supposed to do? Here we are. 1 Old Maid. Oh. Okay, lovely. 3 Pokemon. 1, 2, and a 3. Sent with the tip. Woohoo! One action flips. Well, you're having a smorgasbord. One Dark Phantasma booster box. Wow, he's going deep. Okay, I have one of those right here. I already paid the money, but next time. Yeah, that's a better idea anyways, because then I can get all like, I could take a shower. No, I'm just kidding. Put on some clean clothing. Here we are. I went to sleep in the clothing I was wearing yesterday, and then I just got to work. Mister, I will drive to your house for a fun night of Pokemon card openings. Oh, well, when it comes to openings, I like having my privacy, so probably not that. But you could come over if you had a card that you wanted to trade with me. Can I send you 10,000 as a token of appreciation? It's the real Microsoft. Ooh, I like this one. The real Microsoft? Yeah, please. I'd love that. Here's Oddish and Gloom. The real Microsoft is here, everybody. All right, here we are. So we got your Pokemons. Boy, I really feel like I use my brain a lot when I'm streaming. Can we take boat babes with us? You know, if you came down here, it would be possible to take you guys out on the boat. That is possible. Here we are. I guess I don't take the boat out too much. Gas is so expensive. Okay, here's Urid. I'm kind of waiting for the cool season to come out anyways. I'm waiting for the cool air of September to arrive. September is still pretty hot in Missouri, but it has nice cool days too. And so that's really a nice time to just go floating around on a boat. TCC Fan Club weekend? I think there is a guy who lives out here. He has a second home out here, and he's also a YouTuber, and he was telling me he wants to meet up. Here's Guyak. I didn't realize I lived so close to SM Pratt. He's in Florissant, Missouri. That's not far away at all. That's about, I don't know, 2.5 hours from here. He had to come over. I got to send him an invitation to come over whenever he wants. Mister, I want to be like you when I grow up. Oh, thanks, mister. Greek Pikachu. Stinky Scratch and Sniff. You got it. Here's Yuck and Emodium. Yuck. Do you plan on stocking any of the new One Piece cards? So many people have requested the One Piece cards. Maybe I will. I don't know. I asked this before. How many of you guys actually want One Piece on this channel? Here's Huey. Here's Polygag. He's always pretty fun. We got Huey again. And Magna Crude. I don't watch One Piece. I'm completely unfamiliar with it. Waldo says Naruto first. Not a lot of Naruto cards to go after, but I do have Naruto cards available. Vintage Naruto. Hansi says One Piece, fire. Do you know of a lot of other people who are selling One Piece? Or is it just kind of something you're hoping I would do, and there's not a lot of other people doing it? All right, Liz Castillo. Oh, here we are. 3 pieces of chicken and a soda pass on One Piece. Can you let me know when you have a chance if you got the money? Says Kyle Westcott. I'll check right now, mister. $475. I see an order for $475. I think that must be you. All right, here we are. All right. So we'll take a look into that right after this order is done for Mr. Liz Castillo. We'll jump to that order because your order is such a large one. We'll let you jump the line. And a tip. I noticed that the $25, right? Very generous. That's why I'm doing it for, man. I'm here for the tips. I'm ready to put my stripper outfit on. Here we are. Beautiful. A lot of card shops in town are selling One Piece in the Vancouver area. Do they appear to be selling? I really struggle with it because I don't quite understand it. I know I'm a boomer. I don't really do anime too much. Here we are. Pikachu. I mean, I really ought to just buy some, and if it sells, it sells. You know what I mean? Here's Azure Rourke. The tip, that was she said. Here we are, Azure Rourke. Now, it's a Japanese set, right? Here we are. Here's Basket Legion. No moderator? Got a moderator? How many times will Linda get away with this? Oh, hold on. I almost timed you out, Joseph. Oh, no moderator, huh? Might need a new moderator. I had to do some moderating myself. Oh, wait, Mahasvara got it. Woohoo! Mr. Mahasvara. Did you like your pulls, Mr. Mahasvara? You got that Misty right at the end. I'm so glad you got Misty. I was worried you wouldn't. Joseph for moderator. Joseph Jones. Any other individual sealed rocket packs for sale? No, I'm afraid not. The pack he bought, it wasn't part of this box break we just did. I just happened to have a random pack of rocket that was getting ready for a pack break at the time. And so, you know, I had that one sealed pack and it's for sale. Nice stream tonight, mister, says Michael Soto. Yeah, yes, sir. I'm going to try very hard to get you guys a nighttime stream. It is Friday, after all. Fridays for the boys. Look at that Arcanine. Okay, Arcanine. This is Liz Castillo's box of Dark Phantasma. Stark Magneton. So far, what you have left will give you a chance for a hyper rare to show up, hopefully. This is Micropost. We have had difficulties getting you on Xbox database. We require your email and password. Oh, let me go ahead and get you my email and password. Do you mind if you help me log into my PayPal as well? Let me screen share with you. All right, there we are. And the real Microsoft. Here's Arcanine. We've got Hisuian Zoroark. What TCG would Billy Butcher collect? Billy Butcher, good question. Okay, that's Gengar. All right, we're calling no more orders, guys. No more orders. It's Pikachu. Mister, you play Xbox? Add me. I do. I'm an Xbox owner, and I'm not really playing anything these days. My wife is playing some Bioshock, but I don't think she's enjoying it, so we might not finish it, is what I'm guessing. All right, Mr. List, you didn't order shipping, did you? No. Okay, so we're looking for Liz Castillo. I think this is it right here. How to jump on it, since I know I'm buying from a credible source and all worth it. Yeah, definitely. All right. I appreciate it, man. I'm going to place you over here. Liz Castillo, you're no longer in the L box because your bag was too big. You can tell all your girlfriends that. My bag was too big. Here's an order from Kevin Maldonado, 6 Evolving Skies. Now, hold on. Hold up. We got to get the whole thing in there, don't we? I had these to the side because I wanted to put the action flips in the front. And I wanted to put these in the middle. What happened to your realm? Should still be up. Maybe I should invite more people to it. Here we are. 6 Evolving Skies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For Kevin Maldonado. Can I be a moderator? I'm super responsible. I have a TI-83. Joseph Jones wants to be a moderator. How long have you been around? Obviously, you have an Ultra Ball. Were you around before then? Here we are. What do we got? Side Guard Petalil. Shiftery. Gigalith and Salamence. Chinchou Suicune. Grossly for this Suicune. Yes, Nick Gruber brought me here. Nick Gruber. Nice, man. And can I be a moderator? I have a secret security clearance, says Austin. Secret security clearance? You're in, man. That's cool, Austin. So Kevin Maldonado. Here we are. One Piece Bounty Rush. One Piece went from $55 a box to $100 a box in a week. Can I be mod? Says Mike's side. Sounds like they didn't print enough of it to meet demand. But also, that's usually a sign they're going to print more, and this could be a very bad time to buy into it. Andrew Bertrand, 3 Live. Like, if they're selling out, like, within a month of having printed it and released it, then they need to print more of it, obviously, because that means the demand is much higher than their print run. Please ship it out as soon as you can. We'll ship it. I'll do everything I can to get it out in the Sunday mail, okay? Or Saturday mail. Bertrand, picking something up. What'd you pick up there? Oh, nice, man. You got a nice expensive card. You got beautiful hyper rare Golisopod from Burning Shadows. Ah, So this card is a low pop full art from the prestigious Burning Shadows collection. As you know, people continue to open Burning Shadows, but none of the cards are gradable. So they just don't even try to send them in because there's no point. That's a modern card that I think is very collectible. The entire set's very collectible. Nice, man. Mr. Andrew. He got a little snipe in there. Andrew's all done. We have an order now. Oh, right. We're supposed to help Mr. Kyle. What's this order real fast? Anthony says, I VMAX Climax a 49. Here, let me grab you this. 1 VMAX Climax. What have I missed? Says Narm Boy. Narm Boy. You missed everything, Narm. Oh, look at that. Sniping, dude. That's a character secret rare, Mr. Anthony 49. Look at that, everybody. That was a snipe. Anthony, you're going to be in an AN box. Let's see if we can find your bag real fast. Wow, that's wild. Not in here. Here it is. Looking good. How many are already in the pack break? Roughly. Great question. The pack break isn't selling as fast as it used to. I think it's because the early guys used their paycheck up, and so now they can't jump back in. So let's take a look at it. This is the next triple round, and here's how many people are in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16, that is exactly halfway there, and I'm confident we'll get the other halfway there tonight. Speaking of which, we do have an order right now for William Henry, and he wants into the Rocket Pack Break. Okay, William Henry. We're very close to Kyle Westcott's order. John Fermad. Since we're so close to you, I'm just going to do the packs that are, or the next round that's in the correct order. PB needs 3 Chilling Rain, real small round here. We'll just get this done. Mr. PB. PB with 3 Chilling Rains. Are you ready, PB? Let's get you a snipe, man. That's a Porygon. Wrench. Here's Galarian Slowpoke. Looks like there we go. Looks like I've trimmed the top of the pack. Where's Snorlax been? Haven't seen him in chat. He's been showing up at night. Can I send an order now for the Rocket Pack Break? Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter if you do. Go ahead. It won't matter. But we're not going to open it till tonight, okay? Just letting you know. So be sure to show up for the nighttime stream. PB here. Put PB in a different box. PB's bag is so large, we're going to put him on the box on the far right. There we go. So, now we have a Marcel Taurus order. How about a couple Dragon Maid for fun? Okay, 2 Dragon Maids. Is that 3 Dragon Maids? I think it's 3 Dragon Maids. So this is Marcel Taurus, everybody. I'm new to this, so what is it? What's up, Lewis Wilson? This is a Rip and Ship channel where you can order cards live, and I open them for you right after you order. Now, sometimes there's a little bit of a waiting period because after you order, you have to wait for everyone else's cards to be open. But eventually it becomes your turn and your cards get open, and it's very fun. It's a very popular service. Nice. Hollow. Burn that oddish. Oh, there's a girl. And here's a girl. That's for Marcel Taurus. Marcel just hollows this time. I'd have put a box of Dragon Maid in the live custom sometime, just to surprise everybody. Now here we are, Kyle Westcott, Mr. Kyle. He is picking up this booster pack. I need advice. I saw a CGC 5 first edition Shadowless Charizard at my local card shop. He wants 5K. That's too high. That's too expensive. I know he will go down, but what is a good price for it? So here's the problem. Nathan Benson, a CGC 5 is not a PSA 5. You don't know what it is. What you need to do is cross-grade it and see what kind of PSA grade it cross-grades into. If it cross-grades into a 6, fantastic. Could cross-grade into a 4, though. Okay, so that's the trouble with buying such an expensive card like a first edition Charizard. Buying it that way, typically what's going on when you see a CGC graded first edition Charizard is they're taking a PSA 4 and they're sending it to CGC, and CGC is sending it as a CGC is returning it to them as a CGC 5, okay? So be real careful with cards that are super duper expensive that have been graded with CGC, because often they're taking a PSA 9 or a PSA 7 and they're grading it as CGC to get a higher grade on it, because CGC does the mid grades nicer. So I wouldn't touch it. Go get, if you go look up a PSA 5, that's a real, I would go after that, because the standard is PSA right now for Pokemon cards. Now, if CGC were to become the standard, okay, but they got a long way to go. PSA has millions and millions of Pokemon cards graded now, and they've become the standard for card grading with Pokemon. So that standard is very important for price setting. I was getting ready to open this. What am I doing? All right, so he wanted this to be sealed. And Kyle, I'll print your label right now. I was preparing to open it in my mind. It's because I was talking to you so much. I talk so much, my throat's tired and everything. A lot of talking. Did I tell you guys I bit my tongue earlier? Yeah, it hurts real bad. Okay, cool. Yeah, I bit my tongue and it hurts to move my tongue right now. I was like, what are you doing? It's getting ready to open your booster pack. TCCG is greater than CGC. CGC equals poop. Wow. I don't know about that. Yeah, I respect CGC a lot, but their grading system, their metric is simply different from PSA. PSA has very harsh mid grades compared to other grading companies, in particular CGC. Okay, so if you had a first edition Shadowless Charizard and it graded 4 at PSA, I'd say try it at CGC, see if it turns into, I don't know, 6, because a 6 is going to sell for more, because people are not going to understand how they cross grade. Mr. Selling individual rocket packs? No, actually, I just happen to have one. This was one that's been sitting in my pack break box for a while. We were getting ready to do a pack break on it before I bought the rocket box. So I realized we could sell this one. If you weren't going to open it, we could just sell this one. Here we are. There we go. I think BGS is greater than CGC. Isn't that nice? So I got your label right here, and we'll get that shipped out to you. Now we have an order from PB. Just take my money and shut up. Here you go, Mr. PB. I'm putting you in that pack break. I mean, I know the pack break's a little pricey. I get that. I understand that. But it's fun, right? It's fun. Any more vintage packs for sale? I was just making a special deal for Mr. Kyle Westcott. I don't really have any for sale. I don't really want to get into the business of selling sealed packs. It's the truth. Here's James Nogar. I'm in the business of opening packs. That's what we do here. Oh, I just got an email from my brokerage account. It said I earned 55 cents in interest. Wow, rich. All right, James, you're in as well. So that means the rocket pack break is a little more than halfway done, and we are ready to hop off for the day. All right, thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a nice Friday. I'm going to be back on tonight. All right, hopefully around 11, maybe 12. I'll see you guys then.